So, first video here, I thought might as well start with a what's in my camera. Oh, Jesus Christ. Right, first video on the channel. Thought we'd start with a what's in my camera bag video. So, you understand the equipment I use, and yeah, that's it basically. Let's get into it. Right, for starters, let's go with the bag. Oh my god, I have no clue what I just did. Right, so the bag I use is this Canon backpack and Canon camera bag. It was about 30 quid off Amazon, and it's pretty decent because it's got this top pocket which has a laptop compartment. We can ignore the bandana and things in here, but it's got a laptop compartment which put what I think it fits up to 15-inch. It's got this front little pocket here where I keep my batteries and filters and SD cards and things. And then at the front, I've got this pocket here. It's quite small, so I usually just keep general first aid type things in here, like paracetamol and like plaster dressings and things. And then around here is this side pocket. Unzips, unvelcros. You've got a drawer here, a drawer type thing, which you can keep all your camera gear in. I think you can fit up to 3 lenses and your camera body in here if you have a lens connected to the camera. But if you don't want to keep your camera in a bag, you'd rather carry it, you can fit an extra 3 lenses, which is nice. Next, let's talk about the camera body I use. I use the Canon 1200D. It's a 18 megapixel crop censored DSLR from Canon, obviously. It's good, it takes great quality pictures. It's better on the pictures than the video side. The low light on it's not great, but we work with it and always reduce noise in post, which is what I do most of the time. Yeah, it's a great entry level camera. It's good for the price. I got it for about 120 secondhand with a kit lens. And yeah, I'm really happy with it. Right, now let's get to the good bit, the lenses I use. I use 3 lenses in total. We've got the Canon 75 to 300mm, which has got a lot of zoom and focus on it. This is great. It's a great telephoto lens. The focusing on it's quite slow though, and the image quality is not the best at, well, zoomed in at 300mm, but it does the job for the moment. Hopefully going to be getting a new lens soon, so around my birthday, which is hopefully going to be 70 to 200, which I'm going to replace this with. Right, next lens we got is the kit lens that came with my camera, which is the Canon 18 to 55. This is a great lens for trying to figure out what you want to do, because you've got these zooms of 30, 35 up to 50 for portraits. If you want to figure out if you want to do portraits. It's got nature photography. It's also got wide angle, so 24 to 18 zoom range as well, which is great if you want to do figure out if you want to do landscapes and things. And it's just good all-round lens. I keep it on me not all the time, but a lot of the time, in case I want to do like some wide angle street photography or anything like that. The third lens I use is the Canon 50mm 1.8 STM. It's a great lens, great low light because it's 1.8 aperture, and I got it for Christmas. So if you look at my Instagram feed, all these shots from Christmas up to or from Christmas onwards really have been shot with this, except one, which I think was the one of the woman walking down the street smiling with like a sunset behind her. But yeah, all of them basically shot on this. Love this lens, would definitely recommend it. Next, we've got business cards. These are my business cards. You see, it's not really much to say about them. They're business cards, hand them out to people, want pictures done, or if I'm out and take a picture of somebody and they want the pictures, I can give them this so they can contact me. Yeah, that's about it really for business cards. Next we've got lens filters. These are 58mm lens filters. We've got by Newer and came with a lens hood, and in the lens hood currently is the UV filter, which is, oh, for God's sake, it's stuck. Oh well, right, I'll leave it in there. But it's got my Newer UV filter in it, which is always useful. It's got, in here, we've got my I'm not sure if you can see this, but it's a polarizing filter. Yeah, it's good. It's a great polarizing filter. I use it a lot when I do car photography. We've also got a FLD filter, which is useful. I don't have a film camera, but when I do get a film camera, it's great for auto or like white balance in fluorescent light situations. It's always good. So the second set of lenses I have are my ND lenses, filters. Oh my god, Jesus, right. Second set of filters I have are my ND filters. I've got filters from ND8 all the way down to, I believe it's ND2. So ND2 as well. I've also got an ND4 filter. And these are just useful. Jesus, almost broke that. These are just useful for long exposure photography during the day. That's all I really use them for myself. Right, next we've got, where's the other one? Batteries. I carry 2 spare batteries with me. I have 3 in total, one's in the camera. These are always useful from out shooting for a day, or I've gone away for the weekend, forget my charger. Always useful to have 2 spares, so if your camera runs out of battery, then obviously you have obviously you have spares to keep going for the rest of the weekend. Next, we've got this thing. I bet you're all wondering what this was. This is my SD cards. I have another SD card, which is again in the camera. I've got 2 Extreme Pro 32GB SD cards from SanDisk, as well as 1 8GB SDHC card from SanDisk. I got the 2 Extreme Pro ones more recently because of how often the 8GB one would buffer. And yeah, it's just SD cards. They hold a lot. Camera itself can only go up to 6 shots before buffering, but with the older blue one, it would only go up to 3 shots and then buffer, which isn't the best. Next, we've got my tripod. This is a Jessup's Atlantic Alpha 3QR tripod. It's relatively old. I got it off my mum, basically. It's her old one when she used to do some photography. Yeah, it's a good tripod. It's like not expensive, I don't think, but it's a good tripod you can get. Like, I don't understand getting these carbon fiber ones, honestly, when this one is aluminium, I'm pretty sure, and it's really light. Well, I say really light, it's quite light, so I'm not going to be upgrading my tripod anytime soon because of it. Next, we've got my laptop. This is a 2013 MacBook Air. I edit all my pictures on it, and I'm going to be editing my videos on this as well. It's great. It may be 2013, but it does the job. Like, I don't need a new one. I got it secondhand for 450 quid. It works like a charm. So I don't see the point in getting a new one yet anyway. Probably get one when it breaks. Next up, we've got these. This is my Optical Prism. This is cool. I use it a lot. I've used it in a couple of my recent pictures, actually, of my mate Reese and my mate Lucy. But if I hold this up to the lens, you can see, well, as you can see, it like refracts light and things. It's really good when it's like out of focus, and then you can get a double exposure type effect, because on my camera you can't do double exposure in camera, so this is really useful for that. And this is, I don't know how you pronounce that, but this is my lens ball. It's cool, it's great. I think I've posted a couple pictures with it, just in some leaves and things, and basically what it does is when you shoot into it, it reflects everything except upside down, so everything behind it is upside down in the actual ball. And finally, we have this. This is my Gerber Beggar multi-tool. Sorry. It's useful. It's got like pliers in it, as well as screwdrivers, a couple knives, saw, and yeah, it's just useful if you're out and about, say with the tripod, and this tripod mount gets stuck. I have a screwdriver on me to unscrew it, as well as if I have any rope on me or shoelace or anything for some perspective photography, I can use the knife or the inbuilt scissors actually to cut the string, and that's really useful. It comes in this nice case as well. I'm not sure how much it was. I almost forgot what I was filming on. What I'm filming on is my iPhone 11. I'm going to be using this mostly for B-roll since I only have the one camera, and it's just great camera quality, as well as I'll probably use it for a lot of landscape photography as well, due to the fact it can zoom out to 13mm, which is insane for a phone, and I love it. It's a great phone, great investment. Awesome. Right, thanks for watching. That's what was in my camera bag. If you enjoyed, subscribe and like. There's going to be more content coming in the future, so stay tuned.